Up next, Elena Piskun.
Next on the floor from Belarus, Elena Piskun.
Elena, a member of the Belarus Olympic team last year. They came in 6th place in Atlanta in the team competition.
Elena is a great tumbler. She really does have the potential to throw out some really innovative and hard passes.
And there's a nice 2.5 twist punch. Oh, too bad. Great twisting. Didn't get it around for the front flip, and that certainly cost her this title.
Overall, though, Elena has done so well in this competition. The 10 on the uneven bars, and she had a great beam routine. She's still out there competing on the international circuit, so it's very important for her to get all the requirements in, and she's just still going to be out there with some innovative tumbling.
Well, of all the gymnasts here, she's probably the one that could be the most affected by the different lighting, having not really been on tour as all the other girls have, and being able to be exposed to this kind of lighting, and maybe that could have affected her on that pass that she made the mistake on.
Elena Piskun clearly disappointed with her last performance here in Rochester.
Championships and the 96 Olympics. And what she likes best is the competition itself.
Here's her first tumbling pass, and you can see in the background it's dark around the whole arena. Back handspring, 2.5 twist to a front punch layout, and her feet were just too far in front of her. She really didn't get the momentum to finish forward. Here's her next pass. Bounder fronts, really nice. 1.5 twist, and she looked like she was going to add something onto there, but she was just a little short.
And for Elena Piskun, it's a 9.375. So Dawes is still the gymnast to beat in this final rotation. Still to come, Amy Chow and Shannon Miller as we conclude this competition. We're back at the Women's Professional Gymnastics Championship. In this final rotation, the leader in the clubhouse is Dominique Dawes.
Next on floor, Amy
Up
Chow.
now, Amy Chow. The score she needs to beat is a 9.85.
Amy's performing to the Beach Boys. Fun, fun, fun. And she goes whip through to a full in. Tight full in. Nice first pass.
Amy's made the effort to add a little bit more expression, a little more pizzazz to her routines. I think it's nice to have this music for her to make it look real exciting.
She has shown more emotion out there. In Portland, we saw it, and we've seen it here in Rochester.
Oh, very nice layout, triple twist out of that front flip.
Last pass, just a double twist. Just going for a consistent ending right there. But a lot of fun for this routine.
Nicely done. Amy Chow, she'll be a classmate of Chelsea Clinton's at Stanford in the fall. Wants to be a pediatrician, and the crowd giving her a standing ovation for that floor routine. Amy with her longtime coach, Mark Young. They've been together for 15 years.
Power-packed first pass. Here she goes. Round off whip, back handspring, full in, pike. Not too much trouble. A little stumble on the landing, but boy, she looked great. And here's her round off big handspring. Layout double twist finish. Not as difficult nearly as the mount, but she still could score well. Let's see if she does it.
And we have a new leader. The score for Amy Chow, a 9.925.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The last gymnast to compete, Shannon Miller. If she scores higher than a 9.925, she will win the Women's Professional Gymnastics Championship.
Another fun routine for Shannon. To Grease, choreographed by Geza Pozar. And this shows a different side of Shannon Miller. But to win this competition, you're going to have to hit these tumbling passes.
This will be critical. Full in, tuck.
Very nice.
No problem.
You can see the crowd really getting into it, and that's Shannon's advantage that she's competing last in the competition.
Little Dominique Dawes action.
Shannon scored only a 9.70 on the floor yesterday, but the true competitor that she is, she has stepped up her performances here on the final day of competition.
Well, that's a sign of a real champion, a true competitor. You do what it takes to win when the time is right, and she's doing it now. Let's see what happens. If she can finish her last tumbling pass, she could do it.
And so far, it's been a very clean performance. How it turns and her dance movements, a lot of fun, having a lot of fun with the crowd, which is going to go far in this competition. Peter, that's going to be hard to call. It was just the front with a full twist, but overall, it was a great performance.
Sure was.
gymnast in history, Shannon Miller.
Shannon Miller literally let her hair down for this final rotation. Once again, she needs better than a 9.925 to beat Amy Chow for the title.
Now here's her second and third pass. She's doing whip, whip, back handspring, just the layout, but then she does a punch front and she keeps going the other way. A lot of fun, very exciting, through to a layout step out. Now here's her last pass. Although it did seem simple for these modified rules, this front with a full is what they call a D move, so she does get a lot of credit for that element.
A lot of credit indeed, and the judges award Shannon Miller with a perfect 10. Shannon Miller wins the Women's Professional Gymnastics Championship. So the final standings here in Rochester, Shannon Miller wins the title. Amy Chow in second place, followed by Dominique Dawes and Elena Piskun. Stay with us. Golf is next. It's the McDonald's LPGA Championship from Wilmington, Delaware. Michelle Tafoya standing by now with our champion.
Shannon Miller, the champion here. Boy, you scored a little bit low during the primary part of the competition, but when it counted, you nailed your routines.
I was happy to be out there. I enjoy doing gymnastics, and I love doing the floor routine now, and so I was just happy to be out there.
What kind of an advantage did it afford you being the last performer on the floor?
I think it helps a little bit. The crowd gets ready with the first few performers, and then when I went, they were great.
Back-to-back championships. You won this last weekend. Now you win it this weekend. What does that mean to you?
Hopefully it means that I'm still doing well at gymnastics even though I'm 20.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hardly over the hill, Shannon Miller, 2 weekends in a row, proves she still has the heart of a champion. For Peter Vidmar, Wendy Hilliard, and Michelle Tafoya, I'm Andrea Joyce saying so long from Rochester, Minnesota.